Hey guys, welcome back to the Self-Made Training Facility Comeback Series mixed with our Spotlight Series. We have with us Jacki Hansen. So Jacki has been with us before, and she just started back in Self-Made again. So we'll first talk about Jacki and get some information from her. I'll give a very brief background of how I know Jacki. So Jacki is a pro bikini competitor. She's one of the best friends of one of my Bikini Pro clients. And so she was introduced to me, was like probably 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
And so Jacki actually took over. You guys all know Christina. When Christina was leaving Self-Made and then she was going to have her baby and all that, I was needing someone to help with my bikini competitors to do their posing. And now at the new Fit Model Division 2, Jacki's proficient at that as well. So she can help all you guys with any of your posing needs too. We'll add that at the end. But she's very helpful to me, take a lot of stress off me because showing the girls how to pose, they usually just laugh at me the whole time. And she is like 100% trusted second pair of eyes. So when the girls are at the shows and she's working with the booths and is backstage, Jacki's been very helpful, putting on some glaze, helping the girls, even some of the girls that haven't worked with her when they're nervous. So my other clients that may have had a different posing coach, Jacki's like team mom back there and really brings down the stress levels and is like the best godsend that I've ever had in a partner. So thank you for all the work that you've done for our girls. Jacki's going to tell to you a little bit about her fitness journey for a minute or two on like what got her into training clients and why she first came to Self-Made. Boom.
Okay. Well, my fitness journey started a long time ago. I have always been an athlete. It's always been a part of me and who I am to the core. And so basically transitioning out of being like an athlete in high school and being fairly good at things, it was still something that really stuck with me that I wanted to continue. And so I dabbled in triathlons for a long time. And then after that, I had my 2 kids. And it was, after I had my 2 kids, it was just like a really dark place for me because I felt like I had totally lost like my identity as an athlete. You know, my body was different. Everything just felt so different to me. So I actually turned to competing to kind of like I went to the extreme in a sense.
Big change. Yeah.
Huge change from everything I had done before. So, but what I had saw what it did for my mental state as like a woman coming back, you know, from having children and, you know, going through postpartum depression, you know, it really actually saved my life. And so when I saw the need for that and how it can help women get through some of those hard times, I was like, this is what I want to do. Yeah.
Right. It saved you. Now you can help save others.
Yes.
Right. So where were you before the first time you came to Self-Made when we were at the original location? What were you doing?
I was training at another facility. And I just noticed, you know, like I knew I had some potential, but I wasn't really finding like my groove or, you know, like the people that you're around really makes a big difference. So it wasn't just sitting right with me and I knew I had to make a change. So then I found Self-Made, went over to Self-Made and it was a game changer for me.
Yeah, Self-Made does have a lot more to offer. Then we had the collapse that you were a part of and went through, and it was rough for you because you're basically like single momming it and juggling like a profession where your gym just disappeared, and then to you as of like almost every other trainer here was forced to go find somewhere else to bring your business.
Right.
And so I remember you kind of like bopped around because you had your posing clients and you had, you know, with Kim Odo, you had assistants that you did with him and Odo's Angels. And, and you also had your personal or your in-person clients. And then you went to another facility, I think Oasis for a little bit too, but it was all just kind of like jumbled around for you.
Yes.
So as much as like we crumbled, you were jumbled. Like you were all over the place, right?
Yes.
And that was from December of 24 until, we didn't open up until like June or so. We got pushed back like 6-7 months. And then there was a lot of rumors going around about, self-made. And I know you wanted to come back earlier,
Yes.
but I know those rumors probably had to play a big role in not coming back as early, right? And we're trying to dispel those rumors still today. Now it's been a year and 2 weeks since the collapse of our facility before, right? We're doing a pretty darn good job of like bringing it back though. So then once you start seeing self-made, like kind of like the little engine that could, I think I can't go back up the mountain. We had talked in like August and September. Mm-hmm. And you were like, I don't know, it's still kind of new. I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that. And there's only so much I can do. Like, I can't make promises, and Julie can't make promises, but we were doing the best we could. We brought on, like, Dave and the media guys here to try and get some more exposure, too. Yeah. And then we talked to the show, and then I remember we got on a phone call in early December. I think or end of November, you were on the way to a show.
Yeah.
And then finally kind of you saw that we were finally towards the top of that hill, and you also were like ready to make the move to come back. So what were some things that brought you back to us? I mean, understandably, you stayed away a little bit longer than you would have wanted to because of all the up in the air with the facility itself. But what were some of the main reasons that brought you back here?
Well, working with you and being able to come in, here and there throughout that period of time. Every time I walked in here, it just felt like home to me. Like the trainers here, I love them all dearly. I feel like there's just a camaraderie here and a respect that you don't really find anywhere else, that I haven't been able to really feel anywhere else. And so it's just, honestly, that for me right there was like huge for me. Because even when we were at the old facility, I just remember times when I would come in, like those were some of like the worst times of my life, like going through personal issues.
Oh yeah, for you.
It was really a really big struggle, and just coming into work, it would give me a sense of relief at time and allow me to forget all of that. And I haven't had that experience anywhere else. So if that was my biggest drawback. I just knew the people here are amazing. I love the way everybody works together and finds ways to help each other. I don't feel like there's any, there's no like competition or, we just are, we're here. And we're all here together.
Eat, right? Everyone needs to eat.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
There's a lot of like attitudes in gyms. There's a lot of gyms in the area that have big attitudes, and here I want to make sure that all the trainers are fed. We want everyone to be successful. Yeah. Of course, you're going to have growing pains. You're going to have trainers that have attitudes that bicker back and forth that I have to deal with. But in the end, for the most part, 95% of the time, if there's trainers talking to each other, it's about something positive.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's not that much talking behind people's backs. There's no one trying to ruin each other's businesses. No one's DMing your clients trying to steal them.
Right.
I've had that at other gyms before. I've actually had other gyms, one that you were working at, message my clients and try and get them to go to that gym, which I thought was funny. But we won't say the gym out loud. Sorry, you did earlier in the episode. But it's just comical to me if that's going to be your marketing strategy, is to like diss or down someone else. Where here it's all about like, whenever I have a client message me through our website or through a DM, and they ask about Self-Made Training Facility and how things work here, one of the first things I always say is, as the fitness manager here, if you're not a client that I think I would be best suited for, I will direct you to the person that is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And there's been plenty of people that I've given to Jarvis or Chandler or something.
Same, yeah.
And because in the end, when you want to serve the community, you're going to go maybe slower, but further.
Yeah, and absolutely. And we have to remember too, like the community here is small and tight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like we all connected some way, somehow. And so it's important to keep those relationships positive as much as possible.
And don't be burning bridges.
Yes.
So we know why you came back. We know why you came here the first time, because we're so amazing.
Yes, you are.
But now, what is the market in the community that you feel best suited to serve? Besides, we talked about your posing
Right.
and things like that for the bikini competitors, and with prep and everything like that. But on a more like broad spectrum, what would you say is your best service to the
My
community?
niche right now, what I'm actually learning, which it hadn't anticipated before, is actually middle-aged women. Middle-aged women like perimenopause, post-menopausal menopausal women, have a lot of them have come to me, and I have helped them through some of those challenges. And so that right now is more of like the target market I'm going for.
Did you assume that with your experience with competition that it was going to be
Yes.
bigger there?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, when I started taking on some prep clients that were in that age range, I saw like the difference it was making in their lives. And then other women started coming out of the woodwork, seeing their progress.
Right.
It helped them see like, oh, wow, I can get past this. We can make changes.
I think too, regardless of your service to the community, like when you think of it from a financial standpoint, as there are a ton of competitors in like Southern California and local to here, and it's kind of becoming like cool to be a competitor, right? Gym stuff is cool now. Gym brands are
Right.
cool. You see them wearing dark sport and wolves and stuff out on the
Yeah.
streets, and but changing from training a majority of competitors, which I did for years when I was at EO, so then we first started Self-Made, and getting out of that as much as I loved it, and just having like a small group that all does well, ended up making my income like go so much higher by getting away from that. And the amount of money and time that I invested into competitors, a lot of times I spend too much on that.
Yes.
And so it's a smart move for you, single mom in it, to expand your service,
Yeah,
And I think that's a
absolutely.
great thing that you have an opportunity to do here with the square footage we have, with the demographic we have.
Right.
We're less intimidating than certain facilities in the area. Like you maybe have one guy in here who takes his shirt off when he works out, and we'll all make fun of him together,
Yes. Yeah, and just again, it goes back to creating that positive environment to anybody who walks through those doors.
Right.
You want them to feel like this is a safe place, and it's not intimidating.
Except
like
on
you
leg day.
said. Yeah, true.
So now it's New Year, 2026. Happy New Year. So what are your plans for the rest of this year?
Well, I still plan on, I have a few prep clients at the moment. I also have, posing clients. I want to continue to build that business as much as possible. But I also have a project in the works right now that I'm working on for, like I said, like the middle-aged women, and trying to create a community for them,
Yeah.
so that they have somewhere to go to, get questions answered, and feel like they have a place to bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that. And that was, again, another reason why I came here, is because I knew I had a facility that I could facilitate that. Yeah, and just a little bit more educational base. Yes, the weight training is important and all that, but also kind of like educational classes as well.
And thing too is that when you're building a community, and like you have that, like not only just having the facility for it, but being able to bounce ideas off of, like with someone like Christina as well,
Right.
with her certifications, or even Ebony.
Yes.
who,
Oh,
like,
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And you have all these ladies that are at different stages of their life. Like Christina may be honestly behind you, but like in years, a couple of years with the youth of her child.
Right.
And Ebony's, she looks like she's 35, but she's, she's
Yes,
a
she's
freaking
amazing.
grandma,
Yes.
And having those like strong women at different stages too, and kind of being in the middle.
Yeah.
Is a great opportunity for you and a great opportunity for the community, that you guys can serve them very well, because you've all had different experiences being moms, and like some of you have gone through divorces, some of you have gone through breakups, some of you have gotten back together, broken up again, or how to introduce a man into your kids' lives. Like those
Right,
are all
it's huge.
things that can be stressful as AF.
Yes.
As I can only imagine, being as a man that was brought into a child's life like that, and had the slow steps that we had to do to make that
Right.
happen. There's a lot that goes into it, because you're training them holistically as a person.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get that anywhere else.
Right.
They're going to get 20 lunges, 15 squats, 7, bear crawls, do it.
It's important that you get into their mind and into their mindset, and also like using your experience to help them,
Of course.
tap into that.
So 2026 looks like a building year for you.
Yes, it is.
What
Absolutely.
about competition? You ready to talk about that yet or not? I knew I'd throw you a curveball.
Yeah, no, we can talk about it for sure.
Okay, so do you have any plans to compete this year?
I do, hopefully.
Okay. Do you have an idea of when?
I'm hoping April, May.
April, May?
Yes.
Do you know what division you're going to do?
Ooh, we are not sure yet.
Not sure?
I might drop down, yeah.
See what happens?
We might try fit model this year, we'll see.
Let's see.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we know regardless which way you go, Jacki, you're going to do well. And we're grateful to have you back. We love you here at Self-Made. And we look forward to your progress in the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, check you out next time. Boom.